Today, the Pirates continue the Carolina carousel against a familiar foe who they barely beat last year. Some roster turnover for the Chanticleers, most notably losing Isaiah Likely, but Grayson McCall is still here, and we really struggled to defend him last season. Lee Corso's putting his trust in our young team, which is an odd bet as we're first in offensive points per game and 122nd in defense. I hope everyone's doing well. It's always a joy to bring you ECU, but the videos do take a lot of work, so if you want to show your support, just drop a like on the video. All I'm asking, let's try to hit 1,000 likes. Not a whole lot to recap going into this game. That's a new record for intro speed, I'm pretty sure, as Grayson McCall and the Chanticleers are looking for revenge, and they have the teal turf to their advantage. They'll get us started from the shotgun, 2nd down and 6. McCall hands it off up the middle to Reese White, who gets a block, and another returner on this roster as 14. From the pistol with a fresh set of downs, McCall, read option right side, he keeps it himself. Around the corner, he's got Teal in front of him with the stiff arm, all the way down inside the 25. Same story as last year early on, success running the ball, 1st down and 10, pistol. Bennett's in the game at halfback, takes the handoff right up the middle, stiff arms a man, and is down at the 10 before a flag flies for an unnecessary face mask and add a couple more. If you blinked, you missed it. It's 1st down and goal on the opening drive as pressure comes. Screaming heat right up the middle from the true freshman, Tony Tice. That's number 2 on the year. Hopefully many more to come. How about 3rd and goal for the Chanticleers? McCall in the shotgun, trips to the right side, stands in the pocket, dumps it off for White, and he's short like Kyler Murray. Bending not breaking on their first possession, and the Chanticleers are forced to kick a field goal to take the first lead of the game, 3-0. Our freshman-led offense was dynamic last week against an SEC opponent. Can they do it again? Horn comes in motion left to right. Brooks hands off to McKnight, and that's not a bad way to get started. He has 16 on carry number 1. An incompletion and a loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 11. Brooks sets up screen left side to the freshman Bashir, and he's going nowhere. Wrapped up in a loss of 4 makes it 4th down and 15. The Chants get the ball back and have a chance to retake their lead. McCall flips right side to White. He has plenty of Teal in front of him. Trucks Dungelberg, and he falls forward for a 15-yard chain mover. Fresh set of downs for McCall in the offense from the pistol. He takes the snap. Quick screen set up to Mobley, who runs backwards for 7 yards. 900 IQ play. Suddenly it's 3rd down and long. Split backs for McCall from the gun. Takes a snap over the middle to Mobley, and Dungelberg takes him out of his soul. What a hit. He's well short, and ECU will get the ball back. Tosh Gary Berry back to return the punt. Takes it to the right side, step back, reverses field, what a move! Races a defender around the corner, he's got it for an extra few yards. That's the most impressive 21-yarder you'll ever see. The grand question here is, can it give ECU some momentum? They give the ball to McKnight, and he's not going very far. They really struggle running up the middle. This is not the offense we saw last week. They need to figure it out. Brooks on 3rd down from the gun, throws, and he's offline like your grandma's Wi-Fi. Starting 1 for 4, and they have to punt. Can the real ECU Pirates please stand up? They need to do it fast as McCall read option to the right side, and he trucks Rasmussen, and he's untouched the rest of the way. Reservations for 6. I can already feel the angry comments coming in, but before you do that, let's set straight just what happened here. First of all, option defense favors the quarterback, so I crashed down with Boomer Brooks. Tajik Bush is supposed to stay home in this red circle right here. He's not. Grayson McCall has a wide open running lane. If you do want to roast me, my Tony Romo-esque color commentary's a good place to start. Hand off Bashir down 10 points. He races to the sideline around the corner, and he beats everyone inside the 45-yard line in Chanticleer territory. He says, I'll do it myself. Under a minute and ticking to go in this first quarter of action. Brooks hands off, stretch run left side McKnight. He makes a cut up field, and he's got Teal in front of him. Trev the Rev McKnight has done it again. This time from 44 yards out, and the Pirates are finally on the board. I don't care if Season 2 has a different team than Season 1. I know you cannot count out a squad coached by Bender Rover as White takes the carry up the middle, and the Pirates really need to anchor up and stop this ground game. Over 100 yards combined for the Chants so far. 3rd down and 4 situation, however, McCall pump fakes, wants to go downfield in double coverage. His arm punt goes incomplete. The Pirates get the ball back. Start of the 2nd quarter and a chance to take the lead. Brooks throws to the outside, and Horn makes the catch, hits the step back, and is down near midfield. 19 on the catch. He had 3 touchdowns in his debut. Unbelievable performance as from the pistol set, Brooks Right side give to McKnight, who races around the corner, inside the 40 and all the way down, inside the 30-yard line. 19 on the carry. He is too fast. Suddenly a really good chance to take the lead after a 10-point deficit. Play action, pressure comes, watch out. Brooks lost the football, but his trusty lineman falls on it. Still a loss of 9, makes it 3rd down and 16. Huge play at this point as they're out of field goal range. Brooks against the 4-man rush, has a man wide open downfield and into the end zone. Kyron Northcutt with the score. Coastal Carolina with the social distancing. The Pirates take the lead. They've come storming back with 14 unanswered. In the gun, McCall, read option left side. Still not containing him. He's in open space. Speed across the 40, inside the 30. One man to beat, and he's finally wrapped up at the 5-yard line. 62 yards. He's well over 100. I can't wait for him to graduate. One run puts them in position to retake their lead, and they do just that with Reese White. 3-yard touchdown run, make it 17-14, and another lead change. We saw the Pirates fight back last week against South Carolina, and they switched lead changes for quite some time. Tosh Scaryberry takes it at the 3, looks for a lane to the 30, 35, beats a man to the 40, 50, down the sideline to the 40. He might go 15-10. See you next time, Scaryberry. He had one last week, deja vu, and just like that, the Pirates retake their lead. 4 possessions, 4 lead changes. What a game so far. As McCall looks to make it 5, stands in the pocket. Hit as he throws downfield. Has a man out there, but Rasmussen climbs the top shelf and picks it off. He's inside the 30 and down at the 35-yard line. That's the first turnover of the game for either side, and the Pirates have a chance to go up 2 possessions. Wing offset gun from the left hash, 2nd down and 3, clock ticks down under 5. Counter run McKnight, sweeps to the right side, makes one miss, he's around the corner and he might go again. McKnight is flying like a kite into the end zone for a touchdown. 58 yards on this scamper. You know they say speed kills. Trevor's got a lot of it. This is a team of freshmen that now has a multiple possession lead over Coastal Carolina. The kids are all right. Grayson McCall has to answer inside the 30 with a long possession. Motions White behind him. Speed option right side, and he's going nowhere. Tajik Bush, a loss of 4, making up for earlier. 3rd down and 14 from the gun. White in the backfield to his right. He also has trips to that direction. McCall takes a snap, 4-man rush. Over the middle, it's intercepted! The second on just as many drives, and it's Aaron Ashworth with the armed robbery over the middle of the field. And it looks like any momentum that Coastal Carolina has completely disappeared. McCall can only do so much on the ground. They've neutralized their passing game. On the other hand, the Pirates don't need one because they have Trevor McKnight, who's around the corner yet again, spinning down near the 40-yard line. He's already up to 165 on the day. 1st down and 10, 2 tight ends. Brooks rolls right side, throws on the run to Bird, who stiff arms his way all the way down inside the 40, near the 35. That stiff arm just got him 10 more yards. It did not look like a 25-yard reception. 3rd and 10 for the Pirates, however, 2x2 for Brooks. Against a 4-man rush, looks downfield, has a man wide open, it's Titus Tilley. He's down to the 20-yard line before being muscled down, moving the chains. Brooks has a chance to give his team a 3-possession lead, takes a snap, lobs to the back of the end zone, and Scaryberry's out there. Touchdown number 2 for Brooks. Touchdown number 2 for Barry, and before the PAT, it is 34-17. Noah Brooks is good at football. McCall has one more chance to dig himself out of this hole. He's thrown 2 picks. 2nd down and 12 from the 20. McCall takes a snap over the middle off the hands of White and intercepted. I jinxed it. Boomer Brooks with a heads-up play over the middle. White just dropped it, and Brooks secures ECU's 3rd pick of the game. You really can't make this up. Can the Pirates potentially have a 35-point second quarter with 1:18 to go? Bunch set to the right side. Brooks to throw. Rolls to his right on the move. Stops and finds Barry wide open into the end zone. 41 points impending for the Pirates in the first half. You can't stop Scaryberry. You can only attempt to contain him. And he's got the Pirates out to a big-time lead. And the Chanticleers are just trying to remember how it happened. Enough of you liked the recruiting spotlight last episode that I decided to bring it back for the rest of the season. This time around, we have a player that the Pirates are actually very interested in linebacker Jahi Craig. Out of DeKalb, Illinois, I truly believe that he could be the Boomer Brooks replacement that we're looking for. This is a player with great athleticism for his size, with an even better motor who's never afraid to come down and lay the hit. He just needs to work on some of his fundamentals to really take his game to its next level. The bottom line, Jahi Craig is an underrated prospect that I really believe in and think you should too. Meanwhile, the Pirates have a commanding lead but still need to be wary, as the Chanticleers could very well get themselves back in this game with one play if they play like they did in the first quarter. So far, not so good, however, as Trevor McKnight rips this one up the field all the way onto the other side of the 50, a 29-yard run straight out the gate. A 3rd down and 8 situation, however, Brooks drops back, looking, and he's immediately overwhelmed by pressure, sacked for a loss of 9, and they have to punt the football. The Chants need this drive and a whole lot more to get back in this game. McCall dumps it off to the right side to Roan, and he stiff arms Chambers all the way out to the 44-yard line. 2nd down and 1, clock near 7 to go in the 3rd. McCall wants to run, steps up, stiff arms Chadwick, and he's across midfield down to the 47. It's so interesting how little of an impact his arm has been today. Kinda looking like Denver Broncos edition Tim Tebow. He takes the check down to White on 1st down and 10, who races across the 40 and stiff arms his way for a 1st down inside the 30-yard line. Big 3rd down to even scratch the surface of a comeback. McCall completes the screen to White, but Winston Rasmussen gets his revenge. He got stiff-armed earlier and makes a crucial tackle for a loss. They'll take 3. Gotta think the Pirates are gonna stick to their ground game, try to drain this clock. They do exactly that with the flip to McKnight. He has too much speed to kill. A little step back and he's down near the 30. Most importantly, that clock continues to run. 5:10 to go in the 3rd. Brooks takes a snap against the blitz. Pass is tipped in the air on 3rd down, and Bashir can't haul it in. He was the intended target. And a rarity, but we've got back-to-back punts from East Carolina and Coastal Carolina. It's felt like it's either a touchdown or an interception. McCall keeps right side. He's got plenty of teal to work with, all the way down to the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and he's shaken up a little bit. So the backup quarterback will come in the game. Lyles hands off to White up the middle. Wilborn gets pancaked, and White is sprung for a 1st down run. Coastal Carolina in the full house this time. Speaking of full house, haven't gotten a chance to say it, but rest in peace, Bob Saget. Sweep left to Bennett, and he's going absolutely nowhere. Good stop from Boomer Brooks yet again. He's been everywhere. Another crucial 3rd down situation for the Chanticleers. Lyles is in the game this time. Split backs, takes a snap, throws over the middle, and he's inaccurate. He didn't have a chance to warm up, but the Chants are running out of chances. They take another field goal while the Pirates are running out this clock. McKnight takes the handoff to the left side, cuts upfield, he's got Teal, 1 to beat, and it may as well be spring cleaning because he left everybody in the dust. 66 yards. Do you guys remember how slow Leaf Pringle was last season? You couldn't do this with him, let alone half of this. We've got a star on our hands in Trevor McKnight. I'd like to report a murder. They can't do anything with the football. Brooks has it back. From the single back, they're gonna pass it. He wants to take a shot deep to Barry, and he drops it into his basket way downfield. The moment he saw Trevor McKnight getting all the spotlight, he wanted some of his own. And with Taj Berry here another couple years, and these freshmen, watch out college football. Another promising freshman is on to attempt the point after. Bender over Jr. snap on the way, and it's a double doink. Honestly, that's pretty cool. I'll take that for my first field goal miss of the series. Obviously, this game was over long before Trevor McKnight stuck his foot into the ground, but that was definitely the dagger. We gotta let the kids play. Noah Brooks gonna chuck it deep, downfield to Christian Horn, and let the other freshmen get involved with a burst of speed. I bet you also forgot that he has wheels. That's his 4th receiving touchdown on the year. Coach Rover giving the signal to start the bus. 56-30, an absolute massacre. Trevor McKnight with over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns on the game. The kids are all right. We scored 56 points in 2 straight games. I absolutely promise you that this is not going to be a maintainable trend. 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards for Noah Brooks, despite the low completion percentage. Most importantly, no turnovers yet on the year. You watched the game. You already know the story with Trevor McKnight. You thought it couldn't get sexier than his touchdown last week. Well, he had 3 of them that were pretty damn close. Taj Berry and Christian Horn are looking like the demonic duo out there. Call it Scary Barry and Horrifying Horn. Boomer Brooks once again led the team in tackles by a significant margin. He had 17 in this game, which is ridiculous. Although 2 of them were in crunch time, Tony Tice had 3 sacks, and we had 3 interceptions today. The Carolina Carousel concludes in the next episode with one of our biggest challenges yet. We are officially the #1 offense in the league in scoring and total yards. Maybe these sliders aren't the best after all. but we'll need more than better sliders to compete with North Carolina. Lee Corso doesn't believe in us. Remember that a simple click of the like button goes a long way to helping out the channel and allows me to produce more high quality content. If you're new, remember to subscribe and leave your feedback on the series in the comments section below. This will conclude another episode of my East Carolina Pirates Dynasty here on College Football Revamped. My name is Jack. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Thank you to Patreon supporters Carrie Spell, Christian Horn, Yeti Eddie, Jordan, Ibrahim Bashir, Jonathan Chadwick, Caden Bjornstead, and Dalton Jed.